It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Next on Madden Football.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. A good one looming in one of the tougher divisions in football. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, this division, year in, year out, man, it is physical, it's tough, and it's always tight at the top. You get here one more year, and you look at everybody, and you can make a case that this could be a team that can make a playoff run.
Yeah, and especially the case, Mike, that last year, 3 of the 4 teams made the playoffs, the only exception being the Cincinnati Bengals, who went 9-8 without their star quarterback Joe Burrow down the stretch. So here you are going into this year. All 4 of these teams are legitimate playoff contenders, and when you look around the league, I'm not sure there's another division with a straight face that I'd be willing to say that.
Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Justice Hill to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Jackson now on second down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Here's Henry. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. They're gonna go right back to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Third and short, Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Off the play fake, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down. If he doesn't pick up the extra yards after the catch, they've got a 4th down play call they feel great about, and we're going to see what it looks like.
And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense comes out led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Can they keep him healthy? Because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
We're about to watch one of the most gifted passers in the league, Mike, and it's not only just his arm talent. That's, of course, off the charts. but his ability to process, his ability both pre and post snap to operate maybe on a little bit of a different level than some of the other quarterbacks around the league. I mean, he is surgical with his approach, and he's on the short list of truly elite quarterbacks we have to offer in this league. And for us to get a front row seat, man, how special is that?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Play action now. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Ravens offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down. Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Aguilar able to make the catch. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll try to run for it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Aguilar goes off in motion. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They face 2nd down and 7. In motion comes Andrews. Here's Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw.
That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens are out to a 10-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Jones now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over for their second possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 27.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Ravens out front. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Throwing is Burrow. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the space.
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense has it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll try and run for it. Good blocking, and he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals are on the board. It's 10-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Aguilar complete. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Jackson looking to throw, and he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he will go all the way. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. Point after now from Tucker. He knocks it through, and the Ravens will get out in front 17-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Jones now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and their running back, Zach Moss, to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. 11 yards on the pass there. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Burrow now. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking.
Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. It's the tight end Likely in motion. 3rd and short, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bengals offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Burrow. To the middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's the free agent signee from Indy. It's Zach Moss. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They go play action for Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
This play is actually really well defended here, but I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And he will score. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back out is the reigning MVP of the league, Lamar Jackson, and the rest of this Baltimore offense. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He'll work forward for a couple. B.J. Hill shuts it down there. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Play action now. Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, You have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. A first down throw for Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Aguilar goes off in motion. They'll run. It's Henry. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
3rd and 9. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Pretty obvious this defense needed that play. The entire game from the jump, Mike, it just seems like the quarterback has been way too comfortable playing from the pocket. He's got himself 2 passing touchdowns here already. They got to continue to make him feel this pass rush.
Here's Jordan Stout now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On the zone read, they'll hand it to Moss. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now, Burrow. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
Here's Hardy to return. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Jackson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Here's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Baltimore.
First down run here by Henry, and he signed with the Ravens this offseason. I mean, you think back to that run he had with the Titans, Mike, over the last 6 seasons, over 8,200 yards, 80 touchdowns. I mean, one of the most productive backs we've seen in a long time. Now it's kind of scary to think he gets to join Lamar Jackson.
And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Jackson now. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Jones now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. To throw is Burrow. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Throwing is Burrow. The second down throw is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Third down, 3 to go. Burrow to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Catch left side is made by Higgins. And now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This will be a 38-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. A deep shot for Aguilar. And that is hauled in on the right sideline. Right inside the chalk. A heck of a catch. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he has yet to find anything to lean on in this one. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start this on the ground with Moss. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Play action now. It's Burrow. Now he'll run it. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Burrow now. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Burrow. This pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Burrow. Oh, after the catch. He's hit, and the ball is out.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
And that is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will tie the game here in the 3rd quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. It's the tight end Likely in motion. 2nd down, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
A first down throw for Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson now on 2nd down. Open man, that's Flowers. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Again, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Play action now. Jackson. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens will go up by 7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A return now from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Second down, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike, well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Aguilar goes off in motion. This is Henry. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. They motion the slot man left. And he will score. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Tucker for the point after. His kick is good, and the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. To the middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of, They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
Aguilar able to make the catch. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
On the ground, here's Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll go again here with Henry. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. The veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this 4th down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge 4th down stop.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. Greg, you always talk about it. Take care of the ball. And in this one, this team just has not.
Yeah, and you're just not going to win in the NFL if you're going to lose the turnover battle at this rate. And it's not just one guy. There's multiple guys who have their hand in this, and if they don't get it cleaned up and they don't continue to prioritize protecting the ball, we're going to see more bad performances out of them here in the future.
They'll run here. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. They bring Chase in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Burrow. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bengals are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Hardy now with the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson now to throw on first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half. And that. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
From the gun, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. This would go a long way to sealing this one. 3rd and a yard. Now, Jackson. Whoa! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. The ball comes out, and it's recovered by one of his teammates.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive. Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Third and short, Jackson. He's got it at the 3. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
They'll try to run. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The point after now from Tucker. It's up and through. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw is Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing is Burrow. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They go play action for Burrow. There's that man again, another catch.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play action pass can really lead to some chunk plays.
Play action now. It's Burrow. That one is caught. It's Hudson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And that quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location.
Zach Taylor not liking that last call all that much, and out comes the challenge flag. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. So that challenge, a successful one. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are able to edge a bit closer. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll motion over Flowers. On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. Here's Henry. He won't gain a lot of traction there. Down only to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9. We're going to go right back to Henry. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way home. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens tack on one more to their lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Burrow. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Burrow here on 2nd down. A throw on the run is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Here's the give to Henry, running right. Oh, the defense snuffed that one out. He'll lose yardage, mark him back at the 3.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job before he had a
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.